Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Altitude and Attitude, where three vets, well, two minus one, are going to
No,
see
three
if we
minus
can,
one.
well, three minus one, Arkansas math. We're going to see if we can figure out what the fuck's been going on this week. How you been, Chris?
A lot's been going on this week. I've been good. Out there in that heat today, so about burnt my. I think my brain was boiling, and
Yeah,
not from the politics of the week. It was from the
Mississippi
actual
heat.
sun. It was from the Mississippi sun.
No kidding. Well, check this out. I got some really interesting news today.
You're pregnant.
All right, so check this out. So for about a month now, I have had this really nasty cough. I mean, it came on slowly, but I mean, it gets to the point where I'm almost vomiting sometimes. And when I'm asleep, every night when I'm asleep, I stop breathing. And I literally wake up feeling like I'm drowning. Right?
That's not
So,
good.
yeah, not good at all. So I'm like, oh, crap, I have sleep apnea. Let's go to the doctor. Go to the doctor. Doctor does a blood test on me, and I am just going to tell you the results I got back today blew me away. I literally was diagnosed with whooping cough today. Whooping
that's
cough,
that's a thing.
not pneumonia, not the flu, not sleep apnea. Whooping cough.
I
They
thought
got
that
my
was
blood.
just a thing that your grandma just like said that all coughs were. I didn't know that
That's
it was like a thing.
no, that's something that our grandmothers were fighting. This is something that our great grandmothers were fighting. This is
Oh,
something
damn.
that our parents did not have to fight because of vaccines.
Oh yeah.
But
Oh,
now, but now,
everybody has to take them. Okay.
yeah, but now
Yeah.
since we have these vaccine haters in the world, these blue collar minimum wage earning people who think they know more than scientists who were saying, I don't want to get a vaccine because it's bad for me. This is why I now have whooping cough. This is why whooping cough and the measles, even the measles, are back.
Yeah, that's. I think that's in Texas pretty bad. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Now wait till smallpox comes back. Wait till that comes back,
Well, I
and
think
we're
that
going to
that
see what these anti-vaxxers
I
are
mean,
going to do.
well, you know what they're. I mean, what you can't. I know it's not. It's a joke, but I mean, it's not a joke. You can't fix stupid. I mean, these people. It's like keep your kids away from my kids, please. Jesus fucking Christ. I mean, like what is wrong? And then you're talking about in the world. In the world. No,
Mm-hmm.
they're in the fucking cabinet, bro.
RFK at
The
RFK,
leaders of
dude.
this country are anti. There are anti-vaxxers that are in Health and Human Services. The Department of Health and Human Services director is
Yeah,
an anti-vaxxer.
yeah,
What the
yeah.
fuck, man?
All of a sudden, conspiracy theories are what we listen to. We don't listen to science anymore. These men and women who work their asses off to ask every question in the world and use math to solve shit can't be trusted by a truck driver because the
Because
truck driver knows fucking better.
it oh my god, dude.
I'm sorry, but I am super pissed
No,
off
I mean,
that
I don't blame you.
I have a fucking ancient disease that was eradicated in the 1940s because dumbasses today can't just go get a fucking shot.
You know what? You know what
Yeah.
really amazes me is the ones that are ex-military. It's like, bitch, fuck
Oh
you.
my god.
You have been
Yeah.
filled with so much shit you don't even know what it is.
Hmm.
Stop worrying about the damn COVID virus or
Oh my
the
god.
vaccine, whatever.
Hog,
Uh,
what is the worst vaccine we got in the military? What was it?
Anthrax, I believe, was the
The
one that I
anthrax
hated. The
fucking vaccine.
7 series, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
Completely untested. It was just manufactured in a lab somewhere in Michigan, I think it was, and then it was injected. I remember I was in Korea in it was right after I had come back from Iraq, and I went to Korea. There was this sudden um, memo that came out that said everybody tomorrow must go get the anthrax vaccine. We don't care what you've done or how many you've had or anything. You go get in line and you get it. And if you don't, there's going to be hell to pay. And then right after, the day after we got that vaccine, they put a hold on it. They put a fucking hold on it and said, all right, no more hold off on the vaccines.
When I was going through my disability stuff, there was me and another friend of mine. We were looking at different things, and we seen that it came out on the Armed Forces Times or whatever. One of them newspapers. And it was true, but there was like a certain batch of the anthrax virus that if it was the one you got, you like automatically 100%. And I was like, dude, I hope that's not me, because if they're automatically going to get, the government doesn't just automatically give you money because you're not going to grow a third leg or something.
Right.
I was like, bruh, we are totally going to die if that's luckily it was not, but you had to have come from, I forget what bases had that badge, but there was a number on it and I was able to look at my shot records and find, I didn't get it, but it was like an automatic, and the government just doesn't do shit like that. They don't just like, oh, you get paid automatically because we fucked this up.
Right. No, they don't say
anything.
They
usually
they
make
don't
you
say
fight
anything. My father, John McCain, and I can't tell you how many other Vietnam veterans who were either around Agent Orange or who were spraying it like my father was doing, who came down with brain cancer. My father had two primary brain tumors. Now, that doesn't mean much until you talk to a doctor. Yes, I talked to a doctor and not a fucking busboy. Okay? And this oncologist said that they wrote papers at the Mayo Clinic about my dad because primary brain tumors, usually you get one brain tumor and then it just spreads. He had two. You never get two, ever. He had two.
Is he still living?
No, Dad died a couple years ago.
Well,
from pneumonia. From
pneumonia.
Time, huh? Yeah.
Pneumonia?
Pneumonia is what got him. Yeah.
Dude,
right after his.
You have whooping cough.
I have whooping cough. And let me tell you something. For all you anti-vaxxers out there, I hope you get it. And this fucking hurts. It fucking hurts. Every one of you that don't get vaccines, I hope you get it. This is terrible. It hurts. My chest feels like it's on fire. And when I sleep at night, I feel like I'm underwater. And now, and now, like you were talking about, Hog, we got this anti-vaxxer who's in charge of HHS, fucking RFK. You saw what he did.
Yeah, he's taking away all the money. He's going to reallocate the money. Oh, my God. I don't know.
$500 million is taken away from mRNA funding.
A non-medical doctor is in charge of medical doctors. This man has killed a bear and left it in Central Park. He has dissected a whale and strapped it to the top of their car. Like the shit that this insane person has done, and that's who's running. It's almost like they're. Let me just say it like this, Pete, because I'm so my brain's jumbled. But it's like they hate the government so bad that the people running it right now, that they are purposely putting completely unqualified people in positions to purposely destroy the we don't even have to stop at HHS, the Department of Education.
Yeah.
Linda McMahon, are you fucking kidding me?
Jesus,
I mean, it's like, what in the world? Like, what? Because they want to destroy that entity.
And you have a fascist trying to run a democracy.
Yeah, but we knew that before we even elected him. That's what
this whole fucking cabinet, dude.
He told us what he was going to do.
The only people that are in their correct place is the dog killer.
Maybe
what's her
Rubio.
name?
Rubio.
No. Like, what's her name? The dog killer. Kristi Noem.
Oh,
and
and
the what's the guy's name? The bald-headed bastard.
I can't think of his name, but I know who you're talking about.
Those two are in their perfect positions because they're both racist.
Yeah.
So they're doing great jobs for. Fuck them.
I mean, honestly, the whole cabinet's probably racist, except for probably not Marco Rubio, but he is pretty fucking masochistic.
Yeah.
If I mean, it's like, but I guess you're against your own people. I guess I don't know what you call that. I don't know what you call that when you're racist against your own people. I don't know what you would call that. There's a word for it, I'm sure.
But to
because it's not.
I want to answer her question. Amanda was asking a question. She wants to know if there is medicine for whooping cough. So there isn't they're like, this is whooping cough medicine. They're giving me an antibiotic, and they said if it doesn't work, you need to come in to see the doctor immediately. So it should work, I mean, because it's science. But it's still ridiculous that I am literally finding an ancient disease right now. Oh my God.
Betsy DeVos was the first one, Amanda Valentine, not McMahon.
Nancy DeVos?
Yeah.
DeVos?
She was Trump's first Secretary of Education. So I'll have to look into her, but she's probably less dumb because actually, I'm not saying.
I think she might have been actually qualified for a job.
I think she was actually qualified because the first term had a lot of people that were actually qualified to be in those jobs. But the only qualification I think Linda McMahon has is that she's rich and she runs a wrestling corporation.
All right, Sarah, we don't need that kind of negativity in the chat. So, all right, we don't need that kind of negativity in the chat. I haven't started the antibiotics, Sarah.
That prescription usually stays in the little pocket in my truck, so my wife can't find it.
Amy King, new listener. Amy King, welcome to the show.
Man, good catch, Sarah. I didn't even think about that.
Way to go, Sarah. Hey.
Oh man, well, I guess I get to keep y'all entertained. But anyways, yeah. So Pete's got whooping cough. It's very avoidable.
Yeah, by a vaccine. I'm sorry, guys. I had an emergency. My dog was barking. He really wanted to go upstairs. Jerk.
So bad.
Okay,
so
guys.
Bad.
Let's all take a vote on whether we should keep Texas as a part of the United States or give it back to Mexico.
I say give it back to Mexico.
I agree.
I mean, I don't know.
Let's shit can it. Let's get rid of it. I mean, the things. Go ahead, brother. Hi, Shannon.
Okay, well, do you know how hard it is to piss off Canadians? I mean, I like literally.
I don't think I've ever done that, and I served with them.
I was in Afghanistan with these people. They were there fighting for us, and they were like the nicest people you were ever gonna meet, ever.
They get shot at, we're screaming. They're like,
I mean, they were super hot because they're from fucking Canada. And they were there for us, and now, like we've got them so mad they're like turning our products upside down. They are boycotting the shit out of us.
Yeah. The former military
Canada
Parliament is calling for a complete boycott of the United States.
They already did. They're doing it. I mean, now they're working around our trade. They're trying to trade with. They're trying to, get us out of it. Like they. Today there was an interview with the former prime minister who is actually a conservative and was a supporter of Trump in the first term. They asked him what something about Trump or what how are the Canadian people taking President Trump
to the
and he said, let me explain this to you really simply. President Trump is the most hated man in the world right now, politician wise. And I'm like, that doesn't shock me because all he wants to do is shit all over everybody's country.
That's easy. And let's keep in mind
keep in
mind that the Ayatollah is still out there.
Keep that in mind that he's the most hated. When was the last time the Ayatollah tried to fuck Canada over?
That's true. I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
nobody tries to fuck Canada over. They just don't fuck with people.
Even the Ayatollah's out playing volleyball with him. He's like, yeah, come on.
Australia's decided that they're going to start buying their battleships from
Really?
like France or something. Canada's going to start. Dude, they're not fucking around. Japan and somebody else is like, I can't remember who. But there's two countries that are like, you know what? Let's just stop taking American beef. We're just going to trade between each other.
Right.
And it's happening and happening and happening. This is going to cost us so much money, and this is not going to be able to be fixed. Even if we get
it's going to take years. It's going to take
years.
Yeah,
it will take years. The destruction that they are doing right now is going to take literally years to fix, because a lot of this stuff you can just get rid of these. Like a lot of the getting rid of woke shit, that doesn't even matter. But that can be fixed with the signature. Okay, that can be fixed. Bringing religion to freaking work, that can be fixed with the signature. Just like undo the fucking executive order. But a lot of this shit that has
money,
to do with finance, and like tariffs and trade agreement, like this shit takes years to negotiate. I mean, and it's usually like a huge thing when it finally gets done, and it's usually the president that gets to sign it. Probably wasn't the president that started it, but he gets the credit because he signed it, because it took so long to get it narrowed down to each side giving up a little bit of something.
And speaking of completely dismantling things that don't fucking make any sense, the Corporation for Public Broadcasting is shutting down. They just announced it. They're done.
It's
completely done. That program that we've been watching for years since we were all kids. All of that stuff is gone.
And I don't even get it why. Mm-hmm. It's like one of them things like that he does where it's just to be ugly. Mm-hmm. And I don't understand. It's like because he was never poor. He never had to watch his TV from an antenna. Mm-hmm. So I mean, like he doesn't understand how, and well, you know what? Maybe he does understand. I mean, honestly, he might understand. He's just that hateful, because I think he's a really horrible person. I think he just is. But I mean, that is his sole purpose, is to, how can I hurt the poor? And that is one way that you can, because a lot of people can't afford first, or they live in a red state that has decided that first, what is it, Head Start or whatever, fuck it, we don't want your kids because they're poor, so you have to pay money or whatever. Well, that's what PBS was there for. You had Sesame Street, and well, I don't know all the things now, but when I was growing up, it was Sesame Street.
They're getting rid of Big Bird, guys.
Yeah, I
mean, Big Bird is going away.
I doubt it. I think HBO picked him up, but I mean, still, again, all he did there is help HBO out. Like, they needed money because, I mean, honestly, I'm disappointed in all these people that instead of taking a show and picking it up so that the show doesn't have to cancel, why don't they got so much money, just let that, how about you fund this and keep it free like it is? Mm-hmm. How about you fund it and you get streaming rights or whatever? Like there's a way that you could work this out where you could keep PBS a free network that poor people can watch. And I get it. There's the streaming nowadays. It's not as relevant as it was when we were kids. It really just isn't. But it is a thing that people can watch off the air.
Right.
I mean, during a hurricane or, well, I mean, it when you get power back. But I mean, a lot of times that's all you got is whatever you can, or natural disaster.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know if PBS leaving is a good thing or a bad thing. Like you said, there are so many streaming services out there now, YouTubes and shit like that, where we get that kind of programming that, you and I and a lot of our listeners, they didn't get it growing, or, they had the same thing that we did. They had PBS, and if they were lucky enough, we had Saturday morning cartoons, but nowadays
And,
is
NPR, you're right, Clovis.
oh
And
yeah,
NPR is
NPR.
the reason, and NPR is the reason that public. That's
Yeah,
really the reason.
yeah, I didn't even
That
think
is
about
really
that.
the reason why they're losing their
Yeah, I
funding.
didn't even think about that. I
But
think Clovis just hit it right there.
well, I mean that I did think about that, but that's the actual PBS isn't really why this is happening. It's NPR, but
NPR.
because they're neutral.
Wait, you wait a
Or
minute. I'm not gonna get to listen to Wait, Don't Tell Me.
I
Come
guess not.
on,
Or Paul Harvey. I mean, like
Paul
that's where he
Harvey. Come on,
What or was he
Jesus.
regular? I think he was
But
syndicated.
can we talk about what's happening in Texas right now? They want
Yes,
to
we
get
can,
rid
Pete.
of
But can I say one thing real quick, just on
no,
this last subject? It's going to be
no,
quick.
no.
But PBS, like, yes, we do have these YouTube streaming things, but PBS is what paid those salaries for the production of that thing. At some point, like they were always still coming up with new material. Then it could get put on YouTube and whatever, but it actually was produced and made by PBS first. Had to be
Right, I get
sold.
it. I get that.
Somebody else had to pick it up, I guess.
My thing is, and I don't know. That's why I'm saying that. You know how I am, Hog.
I'm not a TV person,
I
so
like to stir this shit anyway. And
yeah,
my thought behind this is, I think it's sad. I'm sad that it's going away because we have a lot of good memories of PBS broadcasting when I was
we
a
do.
kid.
Our age does.
But I look at how things evolve and how technology is out there now, and it's to the point now where PBS has almost become unnecessary because there's so much and I'm not talking about Sesame Street. All right, I'm not talking about just Sesame Street. I'm talking about
Yeah.
the overall idea of it, because the overall idea of PBS is out there in one shape or form or another, somewhere else, like on YouTube that you can watch it, or hell, maybe even TikTok. I don't know about
Yeah,
TikTok.
and
So
I
is
honestly think
is
if they
this
could have
just an
moved,
evolution? Is this just
they
how
could
things
have
are evolving?
they could, and I agree, but they could have moved the platform. But you can't do that even without the funding that they were getting from us, the taxpayer. Honestly, I would rather pay for public broadcasting or NPR than Trump going to frickin' Scotland to promote his new golf course on our
Or
dime. So I
or
mean,
putting nukes on top of the White House?
or putting nukes on top of that. Why don't you jump, motherfucker?
Mhm.
Anyways, so you were talking about what?
Tex
I'm sorry.
ass.
I
Tex
just said
ass. I mean,
text.
seriously, does Texas fail to prove us right every time that they are the most backwards fucking place on the planet? Plain and
That,
simple.
that's saying a lot since I live in Mississippi and you're from Arkansas.
Oh
But
yeah,
yeah,
that does say a
you're
lot.
right. But
Yeah,
you're right.
yeah. I mean, those people, the Democrats from the House had to flee the state to prevent a gerrymandering that's not supposed to be happening. And now you've got the governor who's trying to say he's going to have them arrested and he's going to have them replaced when he knows damn good and well he can't do either one. He's fining them $500 a fucking day.
Can't do that. You know what? Here's the thing. Here's the thing for anybody who's not a political junkie like I am. That is already been decided by the Supreme Court of Texas. That is a legal political action for the minority to do. The minority, and trust me, if the Democrats ever run the House in Texas, they will be doing the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
They will do it. I'm telling you, it is the only option they have when they're being steamrolled. So I mean, you get these people that they're not breaking the law. So here's the funny part to me was when I was watching Abbott. God, I hate that son of a bitch. But I was watching this idiot talk about how he's going to get the trackers and he's sending them out after. And I'm like,
Texas Rangers. Let's get the Texas Rangers out
I'm like,
there.
dude, I'll give you a fucking hint. They're at the Hilton in Illinois, you stupid fuck. They announced it. Hell, one of them's on in MSNBC right now. You stupid motherfucker. You're just saying stuff.
Right.
If you really were going to do that, you know where they're at. It's not like you got to go find them. They're not playing hide and seek. They're just saying, fuck you, I'm staying here.
What really, really bothers me is, and maybe I'm just not seeing it, and maybe our listeners are, maybe you are, Hog, but so far I've only really seen two other politicians in this country who are standing up with these Democrats from Texas, and that's Newsom from California and what's her name, Hochul from New York, and both of them have said if Texas redraws their map, they will redraw theirs. And let me tell you something, you jackasses in Texas, if California redraws theirs, it won't matter what Texas does. It won't matter because California has a hell of a lot more representatives, a lot more seats out there than you do.
And, you know, they've also got more levers to pull than the rest of these red states. Because let me explain something. And this is, I just seen something on it. So, well, plus I've read about it. But the states like California is considered a donor state. The reason it's called a donor state is because they put more money into the federal government to finance the things that the red states need. New York, New Hampshire, like all the blue states, pretty much, they all donate more because they are more economically solid. So I don't know where this myth comes from that somehow red states have got it right. We are poor as a state, and not like me personally. I'm talking about the state of Mississippi is poor. The state of Arkansas is poor. The state of Texas is poor. None of them are donating anything to anything. California has got the fourth largest economy in the world. In the world, not in the country, the world. The fourth. Dude, I mean, that's insane. How many countries are there?
The problem is it's Texas, dude. It's Texas. And the problem with Texas is I believe that's where the center of the ego universe is. It's in Texas. Because everything in Texas is, yeehaw, we're from Texas. We're better than everybody. It's exactly how it is.
You're broke.
They don't care. They don't care that California is so much bigger than they are. We have a larger landmass. Well, sorry, but you can't compete with it. I just looked it up. Texas has 38 seats. 38. California's got 52. Yep. And by the way, Texas, California is a smaller landmass state than you are. And they have more.
That's because it's who wants to live in
You have
Texas?
A tiny dick syndrome? Is that what's going on? Because that's what it seems like.
I mean, the only places that I could imagine would be like next to the water.
And old Donnie, what was it that Sarah called him? Yam Tits. What Yam Tits is saying is because he had the largest victory in Texas of any, which I don't know, it's probably bullshit, but he says it was the greatest. It was the largest campaign. We won it by a million votes. He says that they deserve it. They deserve to have the extra 5 seats. Amanda, New York has 26.
I was just looking that up. He said that they were entitled.
That's it. They were entitled to those other 5 seats. Yeah.
Okay.
But
you know the Democrats aren't in their states.
I think the Texas Democrats should go home, let them have those 5 seats, let California completely fuck them.
You know what I want to say?
Let them do it.
I want to hear Republicans stop bitching because I want to tell you something real quick. The Democrats 2 times, not once, twice, have passed legislation when they owned the House and Senate to pass making it illegal for gerrymandering.
I'm trying to think about what it is.
And they have done this twice and could not get one. I didn't mean pass. I meant introduced legislation as a united party couldn't get one Republican vote on it.
Yeah, to
Not
shut
one.
down
So
gerrymandering. Yeah.
now they want to bitch like the Democrats are doing something crooked because they're doing something crooked. But let me tell you, they could have passed it with probably 4 freaking Republicans. You know, they don't have that big of a majority. It wouldn't have been Biden would have signed it. You know, I'm just saying, like, so stop bitching because you guys started something, and now you're getting played by the same rules you play.
Right.
Because you could have, now you've got Republicans trying to introduce legislation from California, trying to pass legislation to ban gerrymandering. And even Gavin Newsom said, I'm more than happy to do that. Because in the state of California, the governor doesn't have the right to do this. He's going to have to bring this to the people.
Right.
And the people are going to vote on it, and the people are going to pass it. Because I mean, you can just see the polling on it. You know, it's just, it's going to happen because that's just how they're when you're the governor of a state, you know what you can do. I mean, but yeah, it's not like Texas where the governor can just be like, hey guys, we need to find the president 5 more seats. I mean, it's basically the same.
I want to ask Clovis. Clovis, he just said that all governors know what they can do. Does Huckabee Sanders, does she know what she's doing? I'd like to ask Clovis that. Did she know what she's doing there? How about Shannon? Do you know? Does she know?
I bet she knows her state, though. I bet she knows her state.
She doesn't know anything. She's just a dumb asshole. But this, dude, I got to tell you.
On the planet.
I got to tell you. All of this, I believe, all of this that's happening. First, I think it's legit, but I think it's all happening right now so that everybody will stop talking about Epstein.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. They're throwing everything on the fucking wall. They're trying to get our attention away from the Epstein files.
And you know what? Like, okay, Epstein's been dead now for how long? Let's just start thinking about it. He was arrested by Trump's administration. He was convicted by Trump's administration. He died in Trump's administration. Somehow this is Biden's fault. I get that. However, now,
thanks, Obama.
And then you win an election that you shouldn't have won because you're gonna release these fucking files, you fucking pedophile. And then now you can't because you used it to surf the wave, and now you're about to find the waves about to hit you.
Yeah, I mean,
it's sick is what it is. It's sick.
And now what did they do? They subpoenaed the Clintons.
Yeah.
They subpoenaed the Clintons to talk about it. Yeah.
And the Clintons are just going to lawyer up. But why wouldn't you? Because you're going against a bunch of crooked DOJ. There ain't a freaking thing about this damn DOJ that's making any sense. Trump's personal lawyer goes and interviews this woman. Then she's moved from, yes, a minimum security prison, but to a low security prison that is more like a freaking farm camp.
Yeah.
And that doesn't even being a sex trafficking, convicted of sex trafficking minors, which in my head is a pedophile, but that is what you're convicted of. That camp doesn't even let those people in.
Right.
So you're telling me this didn't come from the president? Get fucked. Not you.
No. Of course it came from the president, but it's Texas. That's what Texas. Yeah.
That's what she wanted. Well, she was in Florida, dude. I mean, you can't get much more friendly than Florida.
Well, for a Republican, Texas.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Florida, that's where he lives.
Yeah.
Why not? I bet you by the next 2 months she's gonna be on house arrest somewhere, serving probation, living the good life. You know she's got money somewhere. You know she's gonna be just fine. Then she's gonna end up finding herself back in wherever she's from, England or wherever the hell she's from. And now we got a pedophile out on the loose again. And then we've got one running the country. Because I'm sorry, I never thought that until all this started happening. Because I really never did. I knew he was a sick fuck, but I never knew that he was like a child fucker or a protector of child fuckers.
I know that that he hasn't been formally charged or convicted of it, but I got to tell you, I agree. I think that I believe that if they were to actually do an honest investigation, he would be tried as a pedophile. I honestly believe that. And
I'm sure.
people are saying, "Oh well, oh what was it?
So and so, who cares?
Bill
But
Clinton.
put him,
Oh, Bill
put him in
Clinton.
jail too.
Bill Clinton. Fine, put his ass in jail. Put his ass in jail. Obama. If Obama was, put his ass in jail. We don't
I'm telling you
care.
right now,
We
dude.
don't care.
I don't care. I am not loyal to a person like that.
Yeah.
My own father, that I love dearly, if he was convicted of something like this, I would never speak to him again, ever. And I am very loyal to my family. But if that is a line I will
All right,
not cross.
but Daddy Hog, you were just an example. It's okay. We don't. You need to
He,
apologize to your dad
number
right
one,
now.
he's not watching the show. I can guarantee you because his blood is boiling if he is. But number two, what was I talking about?
Pedophiles and your dad.
I mean,
Really
anyways, I'm
terrible.
just saying, like, oh yeah, the difference is that if Clinton was found guilty of this, my number one, I'm not loyal to any.
We don't care.
politician.
It doesn't
I don't
matter.
have a Clinton flag on my fucking house like some of these
Yeah.
idiots.
Yeah.
I
We
don't have a
Clinton
fucking Biden
hats
flag.
and
I don't have stickers on my truck. I don't
Clinton
have any of this shit.
songs.
I'm not in a cult, so I don't care if they are guilty of it. First of all, prove
Lock
it.
them up. Lock them up.
Because
Just
I
lock
mean,
them up.
prove it. Yeah, take them to jail.
Yeah. Yeah.
But if he
here's
is,
something.
I mean, if he is and he's running this White House, he's got to go, man. I mean, I'm having a hard time wondering if. Yes, I know, Clovis, but it's so stupid because of the law that Trump passed, had the Supreme Court rule on, so it is dead set law. Obama's already fucking immune from everything that he could have done. And so is Biden. So get fucked, Trump. You're a fucking idiot. It's your law that got you out of a bunch of bullshit that would make Obama and Biden, if they broke the law while doing president stuff, it's over.
Shannon. Shannon, he's going to come up and slap him.
What you say?
Keep his name out of your mouth. Yeah, but this is, what really pisses me off about this, Clovis. I was trying to hear, he was talking about how the AG has started to investigate Obama. What really upsets me about this, I don't care what they're saying about Obama. It doesn't matter because they're not going to get him on anything, right? Simply because of what Hogg said, because of the whole immunity thing that presidents have now, right? The thing that bothers me is the amount of money that this is costing us to do something that's futile. It's not going to bear any fruit. It's not going to do anything. It's like the $200 million ballroom that he's building. It's just a waste of money.
That
Plain
has
and
to be
simple.
passed by Congress too, by the way.
Which one? What are you talking about?
It's just shit he says.
Mm-hmm.
The ballroom, he can't just tear down the East Wing without approval from Congress. I mean,
did you see what he did to the Rose Garden?
Yes, but that was probably approved. What I'm saying is it's going to take so long to get these plans. I think it'll take to the midterms to get, and then we'll have a different Congress.
God, that would be nice. That would be really nice. And by the
it
way,
takes a long time to. I mean, obviously you're the president, so you can probably get things expedited, obviously. But I mean, it takes that. That's not the type of thing that just happens overnight. It's not. Even if
you guys need to get out and write your governors, write your representatives, your congressmen. You need to get out there and you need to send them letters, send them emails as often as you can about supporting the Democrats in Texas. I'm not seeing a lot of this support. All I'm seeing right now is Newsom and what was her name in New York?
And then we got Illinois governor too, Pritzker or whatever his name is.
Yeah. He came out.
Well, that's where they're at. He's actually footing the bill for them being up there.
I would love to see more Democrats coming out in support of what's happening in Texas. Really, I would like to see this. But
I think there's a lot of it. I know. And an in-state politician, Crockett. She's been on the news every day.
She's always on the news.
Yeah, that's what. Well, she's a voice. She's a loud voice, and that's what
she is a voice. Yeah,
and that is what you got to be right now because you got to be louder than this idiot running the country
You
because
know,
he's loud all the time.
remember we had a discussion. I don't remember how many episodes ago. We had a discussion where you and Stanford said the Democrats need to get into the sewers and fight it out with them, right? Remember
Yeah, that's
my
what I
remember
still
my
believe.
remark about Jasmine
Yeah,
and other people. I'm like, we don't need this. We don't need to
yeah.
come to. I got to tell
And I
you.
disagreed with you.
Well, I got to tell you. After everything that I've been seeing lately, we need more Jasmines out there right now doing this. We need them
Yep.
out there fighting. I mean, overall, I still agree with it, but right now we've got to have some fighters, and there's very few out there right now.
And Pete, you know, a lot of things because she is so loud and critical. She can be a pit bull. But the difference is that she is a very educated person.
Mm-hmm.
She is a lawyer. She is a public defender. She has done she is way smarter than the people she argues with. She ties them in pretzel knots every freaking day when
Mm-hmm.
they try to get into it with her. She's like, oh, whoa, 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 because I actually know the law.
Right,
You know,
right.
I mean, she might be crude in the way that she delivers it, but right now that's what we fucking need, man. Like this whole like pussyfooting around and trying to be, you go low, we go high. Nothing that
Yeah, it's not working right now.
it's not working. We keep getting our asses whooped.
We need more
So
Newsoms
they
and Crockett's
honestly
right
thought
now.
they honestly thought that they were going to get Texas to invent 5 seats and that the Democrats were going to go like, oh, bummer.
Yeah,
You know what? So did I.
yeah,
Because I was like, God damn it. We're just going to be like, well, that's illegal. We can't do that. It's in the middle of the decade. Now, thank God that there are some people that are like, let's go ahead and we're fighting fire with fire. You
yeah.
know,
And we
honestly, I
need
would
to.
bring
We need to. We need somebody out there with a loud voice like Jasmine. We need a lot of her right now.
and
But what we
Newsom
really
do
need
that.
is we really need a lot of governors with balls like Gavin Newsom. That's
Yep.
what we need. We need, Katie Hobbs here in Arizona. I haven't seen anything, and I'm not saying it's not out there, but I haven't personally seen anything where our Democrat governor, has come out and stood with these people. And I've written her 3 times. I mean, come on, guys. If I'm writing her, she ought to be listening, right?
You would think.
I am. I mean, it's me. Come on. I have a podcast with 100 subscribers. Come on, Katie. But she's not. And what I'm trying to get at is, I'm sure I'm not the only person that's writing her, saying, get out there and say something, get out there and support them. But we have so many of these Democrat governors who, I guess they're just so afraid of losing what they have. They don't want to get out there and raise some hell. And they need to. They absolutely need to. We need some more Newsoms out there that are saying, you do this, and there's going to be blowback.
I'm calling it right now. I think he's going to be the next president.
I'd vote for him just based off of what's happening now.
I think that and I called it way before this, not on our show, but I told that to my wife way a long time ago.
Yeah.
And you generally have been pretty accurate. I knew Biden would win, even though I have my own feelings about that, him being at the age that he was. I knew the second that stunt was pulled with them, the ear piercing, I knew that Trump was going to win.
Come on, guys. We have gun ranges for a reason. Jesus Christ.
I'm going to be careful. Yeah. Anyways, I knew then that I like as soon as that happened, I was watching it live, and I turned around and looked at Greta, and I was like, he just won the fucking election.
All he had to do was this.
That was it. That was all he had to do.
That's it.
Put his head back up. Like
yeah.
A fucking idiot. Oh, man. What the fuck? All right. Well, goddamn. Texas. No, Jesus fucking Christ.
Texas never fails to prove that they are
all the FEMA funding and putting it in
oh my God, dude. FEMA, come on. Yeah, FEMA. I just saw a news story about 10 minutes before I came down here that they are going to start reassigning temporarily. they're going to start reassigning FEMA workers to ICE during hurricane season. Because nothing scares us more during hurricane season than a bunch of Mexicans selling burritos in front of a fucking Home Depot. We got to take care of that shit first.
First of all, they're probably gonna be the first ones there to remove the tree that's on your freaking house, you numbnut. Because I don't know. I mean, I don't know.
It's ridiculous. But I was watching the news story, and I can't remember. It was a former FEMA director was talking about it, who said that she believes that if this happens, a lot of these people from FEMA will resign because it's not part of their job description to deal with immigration. And how many FEMA funds are we moving? What's the total FEMA funds that we're moving over to ICE? It's ridiculous. How
It's a
are we
lot.
doing this? Yeah.
I don't have the number.
Meanwhile, up in Maryland, up in New England, we've got flooding, and they're not getting any money.
What about Texas? Ain't even getting no money. And here's the thing: is like that, this is a valid point that somebody raised the other day. Was that they believe that FEMA's all that lollygagging in Texas was to defend themselves when fires hit California, so that they can say like, well, we're not funding them. We didn't fund Texas. We're not funding them. Like that kind of thing. But
really, I haven't heard that.
Well, I mean, I don't know how much validity there is to that, but it makes sense. That sounds petty and childish, like Trump would do. But anyways, the
I wouldn't put it past him.
The difference is that these hurricanes hit red states. And California's already starting to talk about, okay, that's fine. You don't want you're not going to use FEMA to help us. We're going to start keeping our money.
Money here.
As our savings account.
We'll see how much FEMA fucking has.
Yeah, when we get hit with these natural disasters. And another thing was they were talking about the other day, Trump was talking about how he Newsom wouldn't rake some forest. And Newsom comes out and he's like, it's your forest. Why would I rake it?
Right.
I do fire prevention things on your property, but it should be you doing it.
Right.
Because that's not my property. I mean, it's like you getting mad at me because I didn't cut your grass. I mean, it's.
Wait, you didn't cut my grass?
Yeah, exactly.
Jesus Christ, dude. I asked you.
Yeah, and like Amanda said, and it's going to be widespread. And you think that they're spending all this money on ICE, and it's going to end up in
brown people are a lot scarier than hurricanes and wildfires, dude. Come on.
I guess. I don't know. I mean, now you're taking away the people that are, like I said, move the tree. And then you're also taking away the funding that would give you the money to help them, to pay them to move your tree. Because guess what? After a natural disaster, nothing really works. You really are. It's the one time you're really, really dependent on the government to do their freaking job.
What happened, dude? I mean, what happened? I know that growing up, we grew up with Reagan and Bush and, traditional Republicans, right? Mm-hmm. But what happened? Honestly, and I know that we can point at it and say, well, people are just fucking stupid, like I love to say all the time, right?
Yeah.
But honestly, what happened? And I'm blaming our generation. I'm blaming Generation X right now, because at what point did we stop listening to reason and listening to the people like scientists, whooping cough? At what point did we stop listening to the experts and reason, and we started following conspiracies and fear? I mean, our generation is horrible about it. I don't see what happened.
In my mind, this is when it started happening. Is when George W. Bush was leaving office, and he got the Republicans McCain got beat by Obama. I think John McCain was about the last decent Republican alive because he did the whole thing, take the mic. No, he's a good man. I just disagree with him on policies, which to me, that's what the Republicans do. I don't remember ever getting this heated at people, or the people getting this heated at me during George W. Bush's term, or like you were saying, that the Reagan's term or Clinton's term. Like none of that. Like I don't remember having this much hate involved. But what I think happened when Obama won, if you remember, they called them, they were racist, but they were called the Tea Party. And then they started dressing up in these weird things and just becoming like ultra way.
I actually forgot about them, dude. Yeah.
White national. Well, this is what MAGA is. That was the beginning, because we can't handle having a black man in office. Then you had Trump coming and fueling the fire with the birth certificate bullshit, funding all that bullshit, trying so hard to just make him not a citizen. They didn't want him to be a citizen so bad, and it just wasn't true. Then fast forward, and we get to the point after Obama, and now the Tea Party has turned into MAGA. And now they're dressing up in crazy outfits and they're showing up at Trump rallies. That's where this all comes from. It started right there. That's exactly where it started. John McCain was the last Republican that I've seen that I would have actually voted for, and actually planned on voting for him, because I didn't know who this young Obama kid was. I didn't know what he's done, who he was, what he stood for, anything. Obviously, we learned later. But where he lost me was when he nominated Donald Trump female to be his running mate.
Right.
And I was like, I'm sorry, not at your age. Like, I cannot do that. No, I can't do that to this country. Like, me personally, that's how I thought about it. I was like, no, because if you were to pass away, which he did, Sarah Palin? Are you fucking kidding me? Like, she was out trumping Trump before Trump was Trump. Like the one that we all know now. Like, but back then he was just a reality TV star, fake.
You're fired.
Guy. Yeah, like I mean, anybody can get on TV.
I never thought about the Tea Party. Yeah, I mean, you take it all the way back that far. Yeah, I didn't even think about it. But it's just ridiculous. What's really interesting? I saw a documentary on YouTube. I have to see if I can find it, send it to you, that talks about the decline of civilizations, and historians, yes, other experts I listen to. Or maybe in case there's somebody out there, an anti-vaxxer.
Not his historians. Historians.
Just in case there's an anti-vaxxer out there, it was also my local mechanic who told me this, okay? The average lifespan of civilizations is 250 years before they collapse. The United States is at 249 years. There have only been a few civilizations out there that have lasted longer. I think only 2. That's it. But 250 years, and they say at 250 years, the government starts changing. Oh God, I'd have to find this and send it. I think you'd love it.
Send this to me.
Who's
the historian?
I can't. I'll have to look to my history, see if I can find it.
I haven't heard that, but
yeah. At 250 years, civilizations start to collapse.
England and France have got to be older than that.
Nope. 250 years, the British Empire collapsed.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. So then it turned to a democracy. So like
Romans and the Ottomans, 500 and 600 respectively.
Huh.
Yeah.
Wow. That is true. Okay, I wasn't thinking about that.
It's because it's like a balloon, right? It just gets bigger and bigger and bigger before it just fucking goes.
Well, it helps when you and you know what? I honestly think that what we have in office right now, according to what you just told me, I know nothing about that, but from the sound of it, it looks like that is what this administration is trying to do, is bring us
Well,
to that.
but it's the
Like, let's
country.
go. Let's
But it's
move
the
on to it.
country. It's the country because our administration
Well,
is
our country voted this man in.
our administration is a result of the people. You know I'm
Yeah.
going to go back to the people.
Yes,
I'm
of course.
always going to go back to the
Of
people.
course, and you're not wrong to do. You're not wrong to do that. Absolutely not wrong to do that.
Yeah.
Because it is the
250
people.
years,
It is the
dude.
people.
Okay, so we've got Sarah and Clovis saying that the Greeks and the Romans lasted longer.
Okay. Well,
Know-it-alls.
yeah.
Yeah,
I got a phone too.
Yeah,
but
look at me. Oh, I'm a Google.
I'm trying to run a podcast here.
Yeah, what?
Call me a liar.
Why don't Clovis and Sarah get on a podcast?
I'm just glad that it was Pete's idea or information. It wasn't mine.
Hog's like, I told you it was more than 2, dummy.
But the
Well-
problem is, though, but the difference between me and all these people from the MAGA people is that you just told me that, and I wrote it down on this notepad, and I was going to go look that up.
Yeah. By the way,
Because I
we
wanna
didn't
know
tell
the-
you guys.
I need to know the facts behind that.
We didn't tell you guys. Stanford's not joining us tonight.
Oh, yeah, I guess.
In case you guys weren't aware. Yeah. We got a message from him. He said he has something they had to take care of, but he's doing fine. He's doing good. He's just out taking care of some shit. So get your shit done, Stanford, and come back, because Hog and I, next week, Hog and I aren't going to be here, Stanford. So you're on your own.
What are we going to do?
Stanford argues with
Forward to
himself.
Thursdays. I get to talk politics with somebody who won't want to stab me.
So Hog and I were looking it up. We've got the 20th anniversary of Katrina coming up, guys.
Oh yeah, I forgot to finish looking that up.
So listen, I tell you something Hog and we haven't talked about, but just occurred to me is, for all you listeners out there, if you have a Katrina story,
29th.
the 29th, if you have a Katrina story, we would love for you to send it to us so we could try to get you your story on the show, because we're going to do a full show on Katrina. If you could just email us at nowayinhellpod@gmail.com. We'd love to read your stories and try to get them on the show that night.
And that show will be it'll be the third show from tonight, and it will be the day before that anniversary. So that actually works out pretty cool.
Oh, cool. So on the 28th.
And so the anniversary is on the 29th, and so we could do that episode on 28th.
That's perfect. Yeah. So please, guys, if you have pictures, send them to us. If you have stories, send them to us. We'd love to do just a real massive episode on it, because Hog and I kind of hit on it in episode 1, which was
Isn't that insane?
Yeah, I know, dude. Long time ago.
I had to watch that whole episode.
Yeah. Yeah. So we hit. That must have been really dull. You know, I could just see Hog's like this.
It was weird. It was weird watching it because like everything was like, I mean, we're still learning, but like we really didn't know anything.
I know, but look at us now. Look, we have microphones in our faces.
Yeah.
Just like,
well, you did it that time.
You have a microphone arm.
I was in
look
the
at
garage.
you.
Yeah, I was in the garage.
You're pro. You're a pro.
No, I just had the money to buy it. All I did was Google. I Googled best microphone.
Sarah, send us your pictures. Send us your stories.
Oh yeah.
Let us know what's going on. And because Hog and I really, he talked about it. We kind of hit on it in episode 1. We both have some stories. I'm going to see if I can get my brother to be on the show, because he was with me running relief jobs down into New Orleans. So yeah, it's going to be a great show. I think it's going to be a tough story, but it's going to be a good one.
I would like to hear his perspective too, because I was so busy on the Mississippi Gulf Coast because of my location. Like it was obviously there was more need over there, so those of us that could take care of local, because there was a lot of need here too, but our water receded immediately. It didn't stick around for 3.5 years. But because I think a lot of their deaths happened after the hurricane, just from like just nasty and just water and drowning. And
my story is pretty quick. My story's quick. Here it is. Barksdale Air Force Base didn't do a fucking thing. The end.
I think that part was in that little short I just made the other
day. Yeah.
But yeah,
send us your stuff, guys. Send us your stuff. Really.
Absolutely, yeah, that would be awesome.
Videos, all of that stuff.
Sarah, it's going on the bottom. No way
in hell. No way in hell pod. Right there. It's on the bottom of the screen, guys. And please don't forget, we would really appreciate it if you guys could. Good job, Sarah. She found her glasses. We would really appreciate it if you guys could support us, by liking and subscribing. Send this podcast out to all your friends. It would be really nice for us. And if you feel so obliged, there is a QR code in the top left-hand side of the screen. You can click on and donate, and we'll give you a shout out. And we really appreciate it. It would help us keep this going.
Hell yeah. So I think we touched almost every. Oh, you know what? I had written down.
We did touch a lot of things.
You want to
yeah.
not as many as
I'm
Trump
sorry.
Ooh. Are we about to close it up or what?
I don't know. You got something else?
No. Well, I was just saying. How about how understaffed the DOJ is right now?
Don't really care. Fuck them.
Yep,
I mean, I'm tired. I don't know, dude.
So basically what that means is that all these things that actual criminals need prosecuted, you need prosecutors. They're down like 93 prosecutors or something like that.
Jesus.
What's going to end up happening is that because every time Trump comes up with the bullshit, just like he does with lawsuits, comes up with completely bullshit. Well, they need a prosecutor for each one of these things. So you're starting to run out of prosecutors. So now you're going to get to a point where you don't have criminals, like actual legit, like criminals having prosecutors to prosecute because they're busy investigating Obama for, something that they know he's immune from anyways.
Right.
Just so that you can distract from your own crime.
Yeah, and we can't don't look at the pedophile.
Yeah, and
look at what we're doing to Obama.
The thing that he's so scared about is he knows that. But the thing I think he's so scared about is he wasn't president when all this was going down. He can absolutely be charged for that. And hopefully he will be. If he is involved, which I'm sorry, Pete, but me and you have been friends for over 25 years. You're
sorry that we've been friends?
No, I'm just saying I would know.
God, guys, he's sorry.
If we hung out like they hung out,
Dick,
I would know. There would be signs.
I know.
There's no way you know somebody for that long and you don't know. You were either complicit in it or you were involved in it. Like there is no I can see how somebody met him one time, whatever, or caught a ride on his plane one time. I can get that. Maybe. I don't know. I still think it's weird. But if you were like, you guys were hangout buddies, you guys clubbed together for 25 years, stop. Yeah. You admitted it on TV. Like, yeah, he likes younger girls. And there's pictures of you.
Dude, Donald Trump, there's audio of Donald Trump on an escalator looking at a 10-year-old girl saying, I'm going to date her in 10 years.
Yeah.
Who says that kind of shit?
I mean, at least he waited the 10 years. At least he added 10 to it. It's ridiculous.
He wants to date his daughter. He wants to date a 10-year-old girl. Friends with Epstein.
Are you?
Jesus Christ. Can we end this show on a high note?
Okay. Yeah, anyways, everybody like and subscribe.
Come on, guys. Give us something fun to talk about before we end this show.
Jesus fucking Christ. Funny. It's
I don't
hotter
know.
than it's hotter than hell out. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
I
Okay, let
know.
me explain this. Well, let me not explain anything because I'm not a scientist or a meteorologist. But what I am going to say is I've grown up here my entire life.
For all
This
you
summer,
anti-vaxxers, listen to this. This
yeah,
guy knows everything.
this summer has been absolutely brutal when it comes to heat. I'm telling you that like it's almost getting so bad that Greta, that was not yeah, that's fake. Anyways, the the
She probably wishes she was.
the heat was that I agree with. Um, the heat has been so bad. Like I'm starting to like. How do you deny global warming at some point?
Yeah, I know. It was 100. It was
Like
120 degrees in Phoenix today.
yeah, it's been brutal, dude. It is so bad, like it's raining off my face.
Mhm.
It is bad.
I live up here in the mountains, dude. Up here in the mountains, it was 108 today.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't know what it was today. It was probably close to 100, but I mean, with the humidity that we have
right.
down here, it's like it is
I know.
just well, you know that
I know.
this
At
humidity
least
is just
right now, I can go outside. The sun is almost set. I can go outside and it's nice out there. But that doesn't happen down south. Down south, even when it's dark, it's fucking miserable.
oh
It's
yeah, it's hot
hot.
as heck out there. Yeah,
It's hot.
yeah.
Uh,
I mean, I don't like the winter because I hate the cold, but so I'm not bitching about it, so I'm
I don't
not.
mind the heat. I don't mind the heat.
But
I like the heat out
if I
here.
have to work out in it, I'd rather be hot than cold. But I
Yeah.
mean, it's been brutal.
Personally, I tell you what, I think you would love the weather out here. I
Probably.
really do because it's dry.
Yeah, and it would be cool, in the
It's
evening.
yeah, right now it's gorgeous outside. You go outside, it's perfect.
Yeah,
It's
that's
just in the middle of the day, it's feels like the sun is or Phoenix is closer to the sun than anything else.
me and a friend of mine went to California for 4th of July. It was our other buddy's wedding.
Hmm.
And like after the sun went down, and it was nice and warm during the day, but it was not like here at all. But when that sun would go down, yeah, right? When that
Yeah.
sun would go down, me and him were like searching for our jackets, like, oh shit.
Yeah. It's so wonderful out here. I mean, I absolutely love it.
And
Plain and
we
simply.
kept looking at each other, being like, it's July, dude.
All right, so Greta, I will send you some real estate listings. Okay? I'll send you guys some real estate listings. Awesome.
We'll build a studio.
My wife will be like, finally, get him the fuck out of the house and go do something. Like, yay.
Build us a studio and
Dude, I like that. Yeah. Altitude and attitude up here in Sedona.
oh yeah.
That'd be cool.
I have 2 more kids to graduate from high school.
You can do
But
that from a distance. Sorry, kids. I'm sorry, kids. I'm gonna foster you the guys down the street. I'm moving to Arizona. My God.
Greta said I'm in search for a jacket when it's at 85. Shut the fuck up.
Oh, Greta.
She ain't wrong though. She
Goodness.
ain't wrong. Hell,
Well,
it might be worth living in Sedona. Send me some listings on some of them houses that don't have an air conditioner.
oh, we all have air conditioners. Believe me, we all have air conditioners. Goodness.
Those in California, they don't all have them.
Well, when I lived up in Maine, we didn't.
Yeah.
I never had an air conditioner in Maine. We had one window unit in the back of the house. If everybody got hot, which was like twice a year, maybe, you just go back there. That's it.
You know what is here's a weird fact of brain knowledge that I have.
Brain
Comes from
knowledge coming up, guys.
when I when I worked from code enforcement, but the International Property Maintenance Code that tells you what your house has to and does not have to have. and an air conditioner is an amenity. It's not a need to have.
Mm-hmm.
So, which is great for, which is fine for a lot of the country. But if you live in Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, maybe where you're at, like there's certain states where like
Maybe, yeah, maybe
like
in Arizona,
elderly people will die
maybe.
without this. So it was weird how you had to find a code to be able to make them put.
Now
So basically, you have to have you would have to, if it was installed, it has to be in running order.
Right. You know,
But
I haven't looked this up, but I think in Arizona, I believe denying anybody water is illegal.
well, that's the same here too.
Is it?
Yeah, that's code. So you have to have an ability to heat water, have water for a house.
No,
Now,
no.
are you talking about denying a stranger water?
I'm talking about you come off the street, you walk into Denny's, and you say, "I need a bottle of water." They say it's $1. You say, "I don't have it."
Oh,
They
they
say,
have to
"Well,
give it to you.
here's your fucking water."
They could probably give them a glass of tap water, huh?
Right. Well, that's
Yeah,
which is true. I
yeah,
believe
that's what
that's
I
true. I
think.
have to look it up.
I mean, I don't know if yeah, I don't know. That seems legit. I mean,
It's so fucking hot, dude. It's so fucking hot.
Yep.
So hot. Anyway, anybody got something to say? What are you guys talking about out
She grew
there?
up in Massachusetts. Oh, she grew up in one of them states that pays the red states.
Massachusetts, that's a fabulous state, man. I always love going into Boston. Have you been to Boston, Hog?
No,
Look,
I don't think so.
For
If I have, it was
somebody
an airport.
for somebody that loves and cherishes his time in service the way you do,
Uh-huh.
you need to go to Boston so you can see all of the monuments, all of the graves of the people that fought in the Revolutionary War. It will do the tour through Boston. It will touch you in places that Trump has never touched you. Yeah. But honestly, you've got to go. You have to go. So wonderful.
I'm definitely too old for him. I ain't gonna worry about it.
All right. Well, I think we're starting to fall,
run off the bridge.
Yeah, I think so. So
kind of like our audience is saying what I was saying to the news the other day while he was walking the top of the White House, like, jump, motherfuckers.
Yes. All right. So we're gonna jump, guys. All right. We're jumping. We're jumping. Well, thanks to everybody that came out and listened tonight. We hope you enjoyed it. We know we enjoy coming out here every week and spending time with you. So, Hog, good seeing you, buddy.
It was good seeing you too, man.
Good seeing you, man. So, you guys have a great day. Remember to like and subscribe. We'll see you next week. And remember, if you're not pissed off,